Martha's 12 Days of Christmas begins
12 spectacular gifts that you can make at home.
with a very simple treat.
Run your little offset spatula. Uh-oh.
But does Martha need a little help?
Mine's doing it better.
The fabulous Christine Baranski shares her baking talents and Martha's secret Hollywood crush.
We wouldn't turn him away on a rainy night, would we?
Then,
Deck the halls, the walls, the ceilings.
with homemade holiday wreaths. Next.
Why don't you stop and look me over? I'm by the same girl who you hurt so. I'm by the same girl. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hello, everybody. It certainly is a pleasure to have all of you here, and I see lots of familiar faces. Wow, look who's here. Dora Cardinale, hi. There's every now and then I encourage somebody from Martha Stewart Living Omnimedia to come and see the show. They watch it on TV, and I say, you can come, you can come. We have a wonderful, wonderful assortment of guests and projects today on the show. Thomas Keller is here, and he's in the kitchen. Hey, Thomas. And he is the most spectacular chef, and he has just won 3 stars from the Michelin Guide, and he's the first, aren't you the first American ever?
The first one, yeah. We're
First
really proud of
one
that.
to get 3 stars. And I'm very proud of him. He has the Percé restaurant in the Time Warner Center. He has the wonderful French Laundry out in the Napa Valley, and he has also Bouchon in Las Vegas. And well, we'll talk to him later, but he's amazing. And he's here with or 2 of his chefs. The holidays are quickly approaching, and to help you along this season, we thought it would be really nice to show you how to make some great, affordable gifts. So from now on until Christmas, and I do this every single day with all the producers and all the creative people here, we've been discussing each and every one of the guests. And we're going to be doing what's called the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm going to show you 12 handmade, spectacular gifts that I guarantee everyone will like. And best of all, you won't break the bank. All the supplies are listed on our website, so you can follow along easily. And this is one of the gifts. Now, this is the most difficult, and I'm laughing because I thought this would be so easy. And then when I tried making these candy stripe, these are cookies, Tweels, you'll see, 2 at a time. So if you want to make enough for like 40 people, all your friends, start now. They may be inexpensive, but not in time. Also, as part of our holiday festivities, I'm going to reveal 12 Martha Stewart everyday Christmas trees, and this is the first one. These trees, the trees themselves are available at Kmart, and most of the decorations, but we've embellished and decorated, and this is our style of decorating. Lots and lots of Christmas balls, lots of beautiful tinsel. And this is called the Advent tree. And each one of the 25 days before Christmas is a mitten. And we hang a mitten on the tree every day. And you'll see that there are actually 25, but I am sneaking the 26th on. So everybody, 13 people will get a pair of mittens. We're going to give this tree to the New York Hospital's pediatric ward, and this is New York Medical School's pediatric unit. So these are all filled with candies for the kids. And this is so important to really give back, especially at this time of year. And every one of the trees is going to go to some worthy cause, some worthy institution here in New York City. My first guest, by the way, I'm very excited about having her here on the show. She's been entertaining us on screen and on stage for years. We have a lot in common. We're both Polish heritage. I just found out that we have a secret crush on a big Hollywood star. Please welcome Christine Baranski. Christine. I'm looking at these pictures of you, and yes, indeed, boy, you were great. This is Christine as Mary Sunshine in Chicago. 2002. That was a tough movie.
Who knew, though, when we were making it, that it would be as great as it was?
Well, I think that Catherine knew. Catherine Zeta-Jones, because I saw her during the making of it, and I had dinner with her and her husband, Michael, and she said she was working so hard.
It was an
hoofing
awesome
it up. Did you
project.
dance a lot?
I didn't. I was in, I think, the greatest number in the movie, but I'm prejudiced. I was one of the marionettes with all those great male dancers
Yeah.
doing the, the gun number, and it was just a brilliantly conceived
it was
number.
fantastic. And here is Christine and Robin Williams, one of my very, very favorites, in The Birdcage.
Actually, I'm dancing in that too.
Yes, you are. You're pretty fantastic. And then, here with my favorite star of screen, Sybil Shepherd. 1995. Well, that was before Martha. Christine won an Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in the comedy series for this.
Right. She was a great character, Marianne.
Well, you were fantastic in that. We won't talk about the other one. Christine with John Lithgow, one of my favorite actors. He's wonderful.
He's wonderful.
And this is at the annual Tony Awards, and you won for Best Featured Actress in a Play, Rumors.
Yes,
Yeah,
Rumors. It was a Neil Simon farce. Yeah, I've done a lot.
You have. You've
actually.
had an amazing career.
But do you know that we started out together because my first job after I left Juilliard was working at the American Shakespeare Theater in Stratford, Connecticut.
And I was the
my
caterer.
best friend Sue said that you gave her a lemon bar because she worked in the box office, and she said Martha Stewart used to come around with trays. She was a caterer back then.
I
It's like,
was.
oh my
I was.
gosh.
I actually catered all the lunches and dinners and picnics at that wonderful festival, and I understand they're rebuilding it.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, it would be. It would be.
It was a great place. We'd do Shakespeare in the summer, and I started
My
out
sister
as a,
married her first husband, who unfortunately passed away. No, don't laugh. He did die, but he was a wonderful Shakespearean actor. And she met him. She was running the commissary there for me, and she met him. He was in Julius Caesar.
What was his name?
Kim Herbert. And fabulous guy, and so we have a lot of fun.
Are you going to go
memories.
back and cater there?
Oh, maybe. You never know. Well, we also both grew up in kind of traditional Polish
I've wanted to
heritage
meet you for
families.
years.
Were your parents born in Poland?
No.
Oh, no, mine either.
Really?
No, they weren't born there, but their parents were. All my grandparents were born in Poland, and they all came over here in the beginning of the 20th century. They did various things. They all knew how to cook, though. All of them were fantastic cooks.
I know. My mother was a great cook.
Yeah. Did she learn from her mother?
Yes, and I think she just had a natural gift, and like
Did you pick it up? No.
she scared me so.
She
My
did?
mom has always made. I always think she was just phenomenal in the kitchen, and I would be intimidated by her. But if
Oh.
you want later on when we cook, if you want to yell at me, it'll make me feel right at home. Because we always thought
My mother was just like so nurturing, and she would have
Really?
us all in the kitchen making pierogi and
would make
golubki and
pierogies.
studzielina. Do you know how to make studzielina?
No.
Oh, that's the jellied pig's feet.
Oh, no,
That's
we
very
don't
one of
get
my
a-
favorite things, believe it or not.
But did you ever make the Polish mushroom soup with
Oh,
the
yes.
grzyby?
Oh, yes.
With the grzyby that has to be soaked overnight, and then you have to strain the mushrooms.
The dried,
yeah, you
very
have to
the
strain
woodland
it.
Polish mushrooms, which are very expensive. They cost like $200 half a pound now.
Exactly. Well, one year, my mother was not at Christmas Vigilia, and I made the soup on my own, and I didn't properly strain the
you had
mushrooms.
you would
so
grit
I
in
could
the
hear
soup?
there was sand at the bottom of people's bowls. You could hear the sand with the spoon kind of...
Yeah, you have to soak them and then strain the liquid and get all the grit out because
That's right.
they're dirty mushroom, woodland mushrooms.
But we would make pierogi, and my mother was so terrifying because you have to, like, stuff them and then make sure they're
Oh, I know.
properly sealed, and then you put them in boiling water. And if the cheese starts floating out because you haven't sealed them, she'd get very angry. It was really
I don't blame
intimidating.
her,
but
actually.
Yes,
It ruins the whole dish.
exactly.
But no, so you don't make it at all.
Yes, we
Oh,
do.
oh, you do? Oh, good.
I love.
What are you doing
all
for
the
this Christmas?
Well, we're going to do our Polish mushroom soup. We'll do the homemade pierogi. We do it, even though my mom is not around anymore. We do it almost in memory of her, and we bread yellow pike fish. It's you know, the evening is one of a fast.
Oh, yes.
You have fish and soup and pierogi, and
That's,
then you go
that's
to
the
midnight
Polish
mass.
fasting with all that food.
Yeah, it's called Vigilia. It's a beautiful tradition. It's really wonderful.
So you have a
Bingo.
new movie. We have to mention the
Oh, the
movie because
movie.
I'm very excited about that too. And that premieres
It airs tonight. It's
Oh.
called Recipe for a Perfect Christmas, and it's actually about, it's a mother-daughter story, and my daughter is like a food critic.
Who plays your daughter?
Carly Pope. She's absolutely wonderful, and Bobby Cannavale is in it as well. And it's an adorable story. It takes place in New York City, and the mother is like a former singer-dancer who's down on her luck and kind of crashes her daughter's apartment and says, well, you know, I'd love to spend Christmas with you, but it turns out she's flat broke. She doesn't have a job. She can't get a job in show business anymore.
Well,
And
we
it's
have a clip. Let's watch
oh,
that.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Take a look.
Can a mother visit her daughter?
It's been a year and a half, Mom.
So
It's just, this isn't really the best time for a visit. I just got a promotion.
you did. That's wonderful. We have to go celebrate.
I have to work, Mom. I have deadlines. This is a really big opportunity.
No, sweetie, I'm just so happy to see you. Don't worry about me, huh? I can take care of myself. You'll hardly know I'm here. It just feels so good to be with you. But we have to do something about your hair, huh?
That looks like trouble. The cloying mother. That's a terrible position to be in.
But she's cool because she's the one who's sort of open and sexy and comfortable with her body, and she's, you know, former singer, dancer, so she's very physical. She's doing exercises in the apartment, and all her, like, clothes are all over, and her hair
Irritating.
dry.
Totally irritating to a young, busy woman. Right,
Yes.
girls?
And her daughter always...
The movie airs tonight. And when we come back, Christine and I will be making some festive Candy Stripe cookie sticks. Don't go away.
Coming up, Martha will show you how to make a great holiday wreath. And later, a delicious Mediterranean recipe from one of Martha's favorite chefs.